Welcome to this Mastery Empowerment course from New Earth One Network. This is designed exclusively for your higher self connection and embodiment. Welcome to this Mastery Empowerment course. We are here for Held in Love, a sacred sound journey. And today's course instructors are Olivier Maxted and Megan Selby. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. Lovely to be with you.
As we get started, before we go into this beautiful experience today, tell us a little bit about your journey into sound and how you both came together to offer these beautiful experiences.
Thank you. Yes.
Do you want to go first?
Okay. So I've been creating sound healing journeys in Australia for a number of years. And then I moved back to the UK to care for my parents, essentially. And during that time, I met Megan. And it was at a sound bath that I was creating at somebody's house, a mutual friend. And Megan said to me after the sound bath, she said, "I do something similar to what you're doing. Do you want to play together sometime?" And it was a bit of a drive for me. I said, "Look, it's an hour and a half drive. Why don't we just organise another sound bath and both play together?" Having never heard anything that Megan did, I just had this feeling. And so sure enough, the following month, about 30 people showed up at this friend's house, and there was people on the kitchen table and the cooktop. They were just lying everywhere to receive the sound. And I started playing a crystal bowl, and Megan started singing. It was the first time I'd heard her voice, and I was just like, "Oh my word, she's an angel. She's an angel. This is incredible." And everyone had an amazing experience, and we were just like, we have to do this more. And it just opened up from there. It's been quite an incredible journey, Lauren, ever since then.
Can you share when was this time frame that you both met?
We would have met in 2013, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, 2013.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
I get chills on that because it is a New Earth collaboration, and it is after the beautiful gateway of 2012.
yeah, that's it.
That was it. So 2012 was the year that the sound healing really started coming through for me. And in 2013, I actually did a round the world tour from Australia where I was living. I had this idea, it was given to me, this idea of a silver thread of sacred sound that I had to take around the world. And one of those stops was in Cornwall, which is where Megan was living. And from there to Chicago and to Vancouver, and then to the redwood forests of California, and then back to Brisbane. And it was quite an incredible journey. And it was like part of that global awakening, like you're talking about, the 2012 portal. It was like this awakening was really coming through so strongly. And the sound was a key part of that. I just knew it had to be like this global energy. And Megan and I, we've traveled so much, since getting together. I think 30 countries or something in about 4 continents we've been to. It's been quite amazing.
It was pretty immediate, wasn't it?
Yeah, straight away. So, the global aspect of the sound is so present for us.
Mm. And for me, it's always been in me. Like as a child, I remember like going into these really high pitched tones, and it would just create this real sanctuary around me. And I remember like just remembering back as a little child how even then I would it was almost like tears were coming down my face. Like it just felt so connected to something just so sacred. Like I don't know how I would have languaged it as a child, but it's been there from early on. And I used to kind of play with language, I suppose, with my mum, just with sounds and language. And I just felt just so happy when I was doing that. And I realize now I was probably connecting with these I call it like the language of the stars, because it felt just like it was what I was made of. So it's been a really amazing journey to kind of go through learning more about this sort of scaffolding for my sound work and my voice work that's very much in the Indian scale, and that working through the chakras with sound, and then just becoming so free with it, and working through mantra and like really delving into that for a lot of years. That was just before I met Olivier. I was kind of in that world. And then since we've been together, I just have honed in more and more to this kind of like what I really channel. But it's like this language of the stars. Sometimes it's like a spoken language, sometimes it's a sung language. And it's just the most exquisite feeling for me. And I know that's what I bring, and that's what I'm here to do. And I actually, several times through my life, from quite small to quite recently, I've had these really strong insights of this is part of the birthing the new worlds. The way that I've experienced it in my own kind of understanding is singing new worlds into being. Mm-hmm. So that feels just like that, just totally like elevates me, makes me feel so expanded. So I love that we can share this with so many.
We're about to experience a beautiful sound experience with you. What is the best way for us to receive this, and what's going to happen?
Yeah, okay. So first thing is just make sure that there's not going to be any interruptions for you. So switch off your notifications in your phone and just let the people in your house know that you're just going to have some space for 45 minutes to an hour. And really allow yourself to be comfortable. So if you want to get some cushions and a blanket, or sit in your favorite chair or whatever it is, just let yourself be the most comfortable. And if you feel the impulse to get up and move, some people even paint actually while we're playing and singing. I really invite you to let go any preconception of what the right way to receive something like this might be, and just really allow yourself to be present in whatever way feels best for you. What would you say beyond that? What we're going to experience?
Yeah, be open. Just be open. There's no right, no wrong. As Megan said, it's simply a space for you to receive and allow whatever is there to come up, and just be present with it. And if you find your mind getting a bit busy, take a deep breath, come back into your body, and allow yourself just to be present in this moment. Yeah.
And really no judgment. It doesn't matter if your mind's busy, let it be busy. It's okay. But really it's for you to be in a space that you feel safe, where you can just let go. And we're just going to bring in whatever wants to come. We've got different instruments. I bring my voice. We never know what's going to happen, but it's always beautiful. We can tell you that. And yeah, as Ollie says, if things arise, if emotions arise that don't feel so good, just breathe and just know that they're moving through, and it's all good. Like it's all for you.
We'll come back and talk some more, I'm sure. So here we go. Thank you both.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Manat yaurtio cho koyurtio piorti Hangurtiachi kyukirachi hangurtiapi Anga hirche kirachi urtio bio Angaria yaratio hu piuye ingarchiratio boritri Chiều y không bị yêu chưa để tiếng bờ chi khi cha mùi rồi cho khi vui rồi cho tri hăng rồi theo phù rồi thiệt tiếng gọi để chiều biểu rồi theo ai chạy rồi chung gọi áp yêu ai chạy chỉ ở siết chui chỉ chăm yêu rồi cho kia ai chạy Amia kiaya akyoyu kratayachim. Amia kia karachi. Esiara chui uhoye brache ahinticha trechi donyum murichikutreye chamaya. Angiara trechi uboritram bachaya isia truptambo akayata chiyanka. Aye atrai achuya bo ihayit jam badrichitia chitakaina chaya. Anyo hyuji du trotti yuyo chamine jangate. Abo achiabo et yuchi bachibrat angai chaite chitka ma yero tio yo you himaratio you yamorio kuiro hangaye My baby, will by mere humanity. Ich höre you pure. You hold it, Maro Chero Tamo, Kyori Trat Narachi. Mia Hyoya, I hear Miracho, Iborio, Biamba, Yecha, Cherache. Siabracho, you were a Jabiratian, Diaracha.
Mai eu ia hai e chai kui e pochi trait. Mai yurutia mai ia kia choyu hiu chimbuitia. Mai ai horoi e mo meritici angai ai ki ngat cherutionguya. Am I hiurici am I huiritia ngoi e jayeta. Ashut jayekata. And sensing a softness of white light all around your body. As though exuding from the elements and the cosmos, the earth, the moss, the waters, the trees, the mountains, the lakes, the stars, the planets. A great white benevolence. That your physical body can expand into and rest. droplets of gold, like rivers through your energy, through your body. Allowing a softness through your face and your body. Signaling such deep receptivity. To the benevolence of your soul, the great love that you have for yourself, that the elements have for themselves and for you. Sensing yourself into the earth, the waters, the rocks, the trees, the air, the stars. And feeling the deep pulse within you. An unknown space, yet so familiar.
And as you rest in this space, opening up your awareness to receive this message. Greetings, beloved ones. We are the Celtic guardians of light.
Ai hirochi amai koriti ache kohi poi burichamanach ai oye buirochi badrachi kaitachi.
We bring you a message from the crystalline grid, from the earth, the heart of the earth.
Asiure poi richo ihohi mgurudi uikungui etia yecha ihuiriti chat enjitachi.
And through the earth to the stars themselves, bringing you a transmission of love.
Hai hoye boye ek ange oshi boye dairo chuyu ohyu yamiuriti chaircha how yurutio hoi age aikoya moi karatiach.
Feel us close to you, feel us around you, feel us in you, bathing you with this golden light. Every cell of your body awakening to a new frequency of love.
Ia boy oya baya ia hongoye ihongoye higaya da icha wai ikuyera boy ahiano ichao boy kaite chikai.
Like filaments of gold as a web catches the morning sun, rippling and pulsing with this pure, loving life force energy. Feel it flowing through you. It is here. It is now. It is for you to tune into your highest frequency, your highest joy, your highest love, to expand and amplify all that you are in this moment.
Boy I hanga hi ajai hanga huya bay atyai angai airatyaro joy aya mai hu arhero rutit isya yo yu humini nachi daya.
Here is a clear moment in time where it matters not everything that happened before or everything you thought might happen next. This moment now, feel yourself alive, feel yourself deeply loved. Feel this activation through all of your cells, through all of your energy bodies, bringing you into harmony with the great, loving Creator. Thank you for coming into this resonance in this moment.
Oh, there is such joy, and we look forward to playing with you more and more and more as your vibration and frequency rise, and we delight in your expansion, in your consciousness. We are ever present.
We love your playfulness, your creativity, the joy that you bring into the moments when you let go and allow yourself to be free. Feel free and feel welcome. All is well.
And we are complete.
And we are complete.
Thank you. Thank you. We are held in divine love, and there's no words at this moment, just pure love, frequency. Thank you. That was magical. That was multidimensional. Let's talk now a little bit about the journey there, and if you've got any comments about where we went, what we do, your method of that sound journey.
It's a funny thing to transition.
Yes, yeah.
We never know what's going to come. We never know what's going to come. It's always a delightful surprise for us. Just straight away, like the thing that I saw straight away was just this beautiful white light just coming in and just not wrapping around, but just soothing, just like pressing against the body and holding the energy body, and just to receive in the greatest way that we possibly can, to come into a state of receptivity. I think that's a big part of what's happening as we bring through everything that we bring through. It's continuously allowing us to become more receptive, more let go, to become more receptive. So there's more opportunity to expand into and beyond. And I find myself being careful with myself not to kind of put too much translational meaning or belief into it, because I know that that can become a bit small in my human mind. So I feel like that expansion, that consciousness. I don't know. With Olivier and I, from when we first started playing, it's always been it's been a really natural kind of, in a way, conversation, I suppose. When we play, it's like there's complete knowing that it's sort of beyond trust, I think I would say. Like just a knowing that whatever Olivier is going to do, it's just going to be exactly the right thing at the right moment. And I think that you feel the same way. And I just, like, when I sing, there's just so much love pouring through. It's just such an incredible feeling for me. Yeah.
And I love that, say, the language of the stars that Megan is bringing through, the tone of the didgeridoo like holds the earth. It's like this opportunity then to ground then this beautiful, like, celestial frequency into the earth. So we're held, we're not just off there. We're held in this beautiful grounded space. And at the same time, yes, we can expand out into the whole universe. And I think this is why people tell us they have such deep experiences with us, with overcoming deep grief that had been there for many years, or finding resolution in relationships, that they hadn't found before. And there's no thinking about it or talking about it. It's just that pure state of beingness and allowing this frequency of love to come in. And it's such a beautiful resonant frequency that when they rise to meet us, so much just falls away just naturally. And I'm sure you experienced it, when you could just be yourself, be who you truly are, your essence, and be bathed in your own essence. Let yourself love yourself in that moment. And it's not a cognitive process. It's simply a felt experience, a deeply held experience. And I think that's why, held in love, that's where the title came from.
We've had a lot of people say to us over the years that because we work individually as well, but when we work together, people often feel like they're held between this kind of, sometimes people refer to us as like a divine mother and father. But it's got that the masculine and the feminine, and being held in that space it's just like there's no agenda. It just is pure, like the intention and awareness is just pure love always, isn't it?
Yeah. In the first couple of years that we were together, we had a lot of past lives come through, because I'm quite clairvoyant, and I do a lot of work with past lives with others. And there was this lifetime after lifetime of a deep, deep soul connection. And often there was a lot of turmoil, and pain with that. And yet through that was this determination, is for us to be together, just doing everything that we could for us to be together. And here we are in this lifetime. And I think, the way that it happened just so fluidly and easily when we met each other, it's like we've done this so many times, there's so many lifetimes together where we've been in this harmonious connection. And I think that's what people feel, when we play, is just this depth of love, that is multidimensional. And
I think one of the beauties of it is that it's not a cognitive process. There's not like a step by step, do this, feel this. bring this, there's sometimes there's kind of English language that comes through, and I always feel that that's optional guidance in a way. It's just what I'm receiving, or what Olivier is receiving to say in that moment. But I again have heard so many times that it's like this magical thing that we can't necessarily cognitively understand what's happening, but things will just start falling into place after these experiences, especially when people have a few close together. It's like things that have been like kind of a bit clunky or striving for something, and the energy doesn't feel good. It's like that kind of falls away, and things can actually find their natural place without having to understand it or kind of feed it through the mental process. And as well, talking about that kind of mental process, like not having the mental process, it also it feels really significant and important to always bring it so deeply into our bodies and into nature, into the elements, because this is the world we're living in. And it's like, there is a ethereal kind of, what's the word that someone...
Otherworldly.
Yeah, otherworldly, often people talk about it, but it's like it needs to kind of integrate back into us, like having all those like cellular upgrades and energy running through. It's like then to like really bring it into the body to live that, and not just have like an out there experience and then kind of disorientatingly sort of come back into the body and go on. It's like it has to be integrated. Yeah.
And someone described it recently as being tender and intense. It's like there's this tenderness, the loving aspect, and this intensity of
it can get, sometimes it's like stuff needs to get a bit churned up. It's like the water has to be stirred up a bit to then become clear again and pure in its form.
And that's why we love, playing a few days in a row, and that's why we've created this opportunity to play, and come together as a group a few days in a row, because there's a flow to it, and that the first meeting, that first journey can allow things to come to the surface. We can see like what's really going on, like what we're really feeling, and what's being asked to be met. And then as the journey progresses, things can fall away, just naturally fall away. New insights, new revelations, new activations can come through. And especially this year, there's so much powerful energy this year coming through. And every time we've done one of these 3 or 4 day journeys, the people talk about like who they were before they began, like just a week before, and where they are now. Just so different, so different. So much has moved, and again in this really grounded way, not just like out there trying to work things out. Just like I know things are different. Things are showing up for me. My vibration feels higher. People are telling me like you feel different. Like so much shifts so quickly. So we're really looking forward to creating this journey.
And it's a beautiful thing to play for groups, because in the first session, very often group and the individuals will sort of come into resonance with each other, and then it becomes this like really amplified collective experience, just so special.
Yes, and the people who show up in the group are the perfect people for it, and
Always.
the connection of the people in the group, there's a reason for it. It's again, this is beyond the mind. It's more of a soul connection. So beautiful. Yes, and so after that, it was like, it's not a cognitive thing. It is there. That's why I said there are no words. It was just so beautiful just to be in that presence, in that loving space. And we can feel that there was a purification of sorts. We did go on a journey with the different elements that you both brought in. I find it amazing that you didn't plan it. You just let it come forward. And again, that's indicative of your history together, your past lives together. Can you share more about what you've learned about I know we're kind of getting off subject, but What did you learn about your past lives? I know maybe it wasn't easy. Maybe there were times where you weren't able to be together. Can you share for us? Because we're interested in what you.
Yeah, of course. So a lot of lifetimes as Native American,
Yeah.
like Plains Indians. And so deep medicine there. Many people say to Megan, how much her voice and what she was bringing through, like, sounds Native American. So definitely such a strong connection there. And beyond that, there's a healing temple between the 5th and 9th dimensions of Sirius B, which is where I do a lot of healing work. And so Megan and I, in that etheric healing temple, we're working with frequencies and with resonance, so that the ones that come for expansion into that temple space, it's through frequency, as Megan said, like singing new worlds into being, singing new hearts into being, into new levels of being and levels of awareness. And that's very much connected to what we're bringing through. And
I don't know how time and space works, like whether it's all happening now or like how it works. But it feels like there was a long time when we were like searching for each other again. I felt like there were lots of times when we lost each other, or there was betrayal, or there was a child that didn't make it, and that caused this whole grief thing. And there was just there were so many like points of connection and then loss, points of connection and loss. And I suppose that's a lot of what comes through the music as well. It's like this, it's the death, the death, the falling away, and then the rebirth and the rising up and the new energy. So it's like constant shedding and then regrowth again.
And the music's been so powerful for us, because it's not been easy, Lauren, at times, with these feelings coming through, and it's just like, so, just heart-wrenching, at times. And it was like, let's just play.
Yeah, the music.
And every time we played, it was, I'm okay. Yeah. Everything's okay again.
And I find that for myself, if I don't sing really regularly and just let this stuff come through, it's like I start getting a little bit grouchy and just a bit off, like just a bit kind of like, I can't quite find my connection. And then I come back into singing again, and it's like, I need to be doing this every single day. Like, this isn't just like a nice thing for other people. Like, this is, I have to do this for my maintenance.
Yeah, so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. And we are looking forward to those 4 days with you. This is an incredible experience. This is a way where the energy really will build on each day, as it seems like a purification process as well, to shed layers of memory that's in the cellular structures of our beingness. And then it almost feels like we're open to receive so much more. Like there's alignment that happens. Definitely, if we need to put words on it, we're simply raising our vibration. We felt that. So share with us this experience that you're creating for our audience. It sounds really wonderful.
Well, the dates just came so naturally, the 8th to the 11th, so we'll complete on 11/11. Master numbers, portals in time and space.
I think we looked at the diary and it's like, that's perfect. It's just in front of me. I think it starts on a full moon and then ends on 11/11. It just felt like, well, those are the dates. That's what we need to be working on.
Yeah. And a very powerful energy that will be coming in. So the previous full moon, the full moon of October, on the 9th, I'll be in the King's Chamber of the Great Pyramid of Egypt, playing the didgeridoo. So, we spoke of Sirius before. I'm getting such a rush from this. So we spoke of Sirius before. Sirius is so connected. The stars are so connected to those sacred temples, the pyramids. Incredible energy portals. So we'll be bringing that energy then into our 4 days together, as well as everything else that is happening in this amazing world. So it's an opportunity to receive a deep activation at whatever level is perfect for you. You know, that's the thing we're always told, like it's always perfect, whether it's a new creative venture that is spawned from that, you know, whether it's a new way of being, a new level of abundance, a new relationship.
Some people, like, it's just, you might just receive a very welcome, deep calm. And it may be that days and weeks go by and then suddenly things start moving in a way that you've longed for or weren't expecting, but it is all in support of your growth. So it's not like sometimes it's instantaneous and things happen for people straight away, and sometimes it's a little way down the line. But it's vibration, so it's moving cells, so it can't not bring you into a higher state. And so when we come into that higher state, we start attracting those other experiences and aspects into our lives. So we're going to be with each other for an hour and a half each day, which when there's sound, we don't want to overload you. So that's plenty. And then we'll see how we go. In courses before, we've sometimes had space where we focus very much in a particular way of sharing, so that it's not pulling up the old energy into what's just being experienced, but it's actually able to really come into the vibration that we've arrived at now, to grow from there and share and kind of resonate with each other. So we don't know like how much of that there will be. It depends on the group, depends who will be in there, but there will be an opportunity to connect with others in the space as well. Yeah, which we found to be, like, it surprised me how powerful that was when we first started doing it, because when people start opening in such a true there's kind of this real truth that comes out of people, and then other people respond to that, and it brings them into a whole new level, and it's just like this incredible growth, that word, but that kind of expansion and awareness of self and interconnectedness that happens.
And we've seen new connections, new friendships, you know, across the globe.
Yeah,
You know, people in the UK, with Japan, Australia, the States, like just these open connections just forming so naturally because people have met in such an expanded state. You know, there's no need for story. It's just that my soul meets your soul. You know, that's the pure namaste. You know, right there. Yeah.
Yes, and we've just witnessed this so much in these groups that are able to meet online through this wonderful technology. It is soul reconnection. It's remembering souls. And that's why when we say those who show up are the exact ones to show up. And so it resonates in someone's heart if this is meant to be. It really is so beautiful. And as someone shares their experience, as you said, it really does help others. I don't want to say the word validate, but it helps people understand what they're witnessing within themselves as well. So that's what makes it magical and so wonderful. And I love that you're going to be in the King's Chamber, bringing those frequencies from Sirius into this group. And this felt cosmic, and your story is a cosmic love story. So
I like that.
Wonderful. So we invite everyone to check this special event out. It's right here on this webpage, or click on the link in the video where you're watching, in the description box of where you're watching this video, and you'll be able to learn more about this and join us. So this is also recorded as well. So if someone cannot join live, they're able to experience it, and they'll still be held in that energy and the group energy as well. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Anything else you want to add about this?
Wow.
This just feels so Perfect.
Doesn't it?
I've so enjoyed meeting with you here, Lauren, and feeling into the energy of what's coming, and potentially even like who might be already starting to come into this space together. It just feels just right. So absolutely, just what you say, if you feel a true calling to this, know that it's for you, and you'd be so welcome. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Really a beautiful, beautiful experience today. We invite everyone to go back and listen again and journey again.
Yeah.
Yes.
As we close our sacred circle, I want to give you both a moment to share any final thoughts.
Cosmic love story. I love that, Lauren. It's like, that's there for everyone. You know, I feel it's there for everybody to experience that level of love, you know, and the expression of that in the manifest life, and also the feeling of that, you know, within your heart, to know that we are so deeply loved. And when we live in that place and come from that place, the world shows us that, you know, we live an incredible life. So excited to be sharing this energy. Yeah.
And with that, we leave everyone into this beautiful space. And we thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.